All right, now that we've done the data vault modeling, let's go ahead and build it out so we can actually look at the output of it. So again, I'm going to go back into BimlStudio, my trial project that is pointing to the same location as where my BimlFlex project is, the trial project. And I'm going to go ahead and hit the refresh metadata button, which looks at the database and pulls in all of that metadata from my that we've just been modeling here. And as you can see here now, what I've got coming in here is I've got my hubs, my links, and my satellites coming in here, and it should look like this, you know, bag of keys, details, password, and then the rest of it there. So this is a very simple data vault model. We're not going to go into details here. What we will have here is we'll have a batch file here that's going to load my data vault. Remember, we're doing ELT based data vault in this exercise here. If we were to change it to an SSIS base here, we would have all the data vault SSIS packages. But effectively, this batch file is just an orchestration batch that will call all of the data vault stored procedures in the right order, in the right sequence, and those stored procedures will do all the work. So what I'm going to do here is, this is the manual step, we will go into, as not in the walkthrough, but the continuous integration stuff is all documented. I'm just going to go ahead here and then say the create table script, which is going to give me a script that does all the tables. I'll copy that out, and I'm going to drop that into Management Studio for us. Let me just bring this across here into Management Studio and just run it again. There's a drop and create table script, so be aware of that. But for the walkthrough, let's just go ahead and click the run button here. Great. So now we have all of our tables created, and we also need a couple more things for data vault. The next couple of things we need for data vault is also we have data vault procedure script by source. These are the stored procedures that we need to load the data vault. So if I click that, I get all of the stored procedure and all the code that I need to load my data vault. I'll jump over into Management Studio here. And this does look like a couple of manual clicks here, but don't worry about it. As I said, we will take care of this in the continuous integration. So none of this, all of these copying of scripts is all catered for in our continuous integration and deployment part of things. Head back over to BimlStudio. Lastly, I'm going to go and grab the default insert script. So these default insert scripts here effectively creates an empty record or a first record inside of your hubs, your links, your satellites. This is when we have, especially for our business data vault, when we're creating point-in-time tables and breach tables to eliminate any left joins, we put in a ghost record or a dummy record. So again, let's just drop that in there. Again, this whole process here is a lot better documented as a separate subject there. But again, I'll just drop this inside of Visual Studio here, Management Studio here, and let's build that out. And last but not least, we're not going to do this right now, but I'll just show it to you here. When we do get into our business data vault stuff, there is another one down the bottom here called Business Vault Stored Procedures. So that's all we needed to do there, and now we can go and just hit the build button here. So this is going to build the output. It's going to build all their size packages again, and it's going to build the package that will call all the stored procedures. All right, the build is completed, and what we'll do now is we'll go into Visual Studio and just open those files up there, open the solution up, and we can go and build it out. Okay, so when you've built it out, in your trial project, wherever you've put that location, so this is where mine is, there'll be an output folder, and inside of the output folder there's a whole bunch of files here, but the ones that we're looking for is the source one and then the data vault one. So the source one here will load sources staging, but the data vault one is what we're looking for at the moment. And the data vault one, as I said, we've got ELT based stored procedures. If we open that up, all right, so once you've opened up the Visual Studio project, you'll see one single batch here for the data vault, and you open that up and you'll see all of the packages here, and all of these are just basically SQL Server statements that calls the stored procedures. You can see here that I've got 2 in a row, and the reason for that is on the batches I've only defined 2 threads in the batches. Let me just show you where that is. So if I'm going to the batches here, for this data vault project, I've made this 2. If I make this 4, it'll be 4 in a row, 6 in a row. As you can see, that's how you can control the threading of the data vault process. So that concludes the data vault modeling side of things. We've only done a very lightweight model here. The more complex matter subjects are covered in our more advanced data vault training material.